And now we're going to talk gaming. Victor Lucas is here. Where's your partner in crime?
Scott's sick. He never gets sick. I'm usually not sick either. We both have done very well since we've been working together, not getting sick. But I think he's got the flu, and he couldn't avoid it.
One sick day in 5 years. True story?
Pretty good, yeah. One sick day in 5 years. I missed one not too long ago as well. I was battling a little flu, but then I caught up in the afternoon. So it's crazy. We've both been very lucky.
You guys
knock on wood.
Always working, covering the games, seeing the movies, and you've got two titles that we're going to talk about today. Let's talk about Tomb Raider.
Yeah, they're both big next-gen titles, which is what we all want to talk about in the video game space, because obviously the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 360 just launched, so we want games to play on them. And Square Enix actually is the huge company behind both of these titles. Tomb Raider is a game that came out last year for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 and the PC, but it's been redone with new animations and a lot more detail in the environments, a lot more sort of graphical horsepower. It was already beautiful, but it's extra special beautiful with a lot more finesse. And I think a big part of the reason why I love this story so much is that a big chunk of the development was done right here in Vancouver at United Front Games. They used the original code that was created at Crystal Dynamics in San Francisco, and then they just made it look beautiful. It's very cinematic, it's very violent, and a lot of horrible things happen to Lara Croft if you make the wrong moves. If you take a misstep, you might get skewered by spikes or something.
Yeah.
But it's terrific fun, and she really does start kicking some serious butt later on in the game.
You know, it's remarkable how far it's come, and when you talk about the next-gen consoles, the second title, as we get into Thief, do you find that there are enough releases right now, or is there still a big opportunity?
Yeah, no, I think the industry really needs to kind of change its model a little bit and not just, load all of the games up in the back half of the year. You know, there were too many titles to choose from as these consoles launched, and not everybody bought everything, not everybody played everything, and then consequently what happens in the beginning part of every year is that we're in the kind of a drought period, and the news and the information around video games starts to taper off, and I think that's exactly the wrong thing to do. I think that there should be a consistent sort of wave of great entertainment. But Thief is going to be really cool. It's made out of Montreal, at Eidos Montreal, and it's a reboot of a classic PC game franchise, so it might not be familiar for every console gamer out there. But this is really cool. Great atmosphere. It, again, is a little bit violent, but the purpose
of it... A little bit.
Well, he's got a blackjack. He's not supposed to be a killer. He's supposed to be a thief. You're supposed to get in and get out and
be more stealthy.
And be stealthy and sneak and get all kinds of great loot without being seen or captured or caught or killed, because you can get killed quite easily in here. There's a Victorian kind of steampunk kind of gloss over everything, lots of great atmosphere, and again, it looks terrific on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It's a beautiful game and very creepy, very evocative. I've played about 5 hours of this when I visited Eidos in Montreal, and I had a great time. I didn't want to let the controller go.
It gets addictive. You know, the last time you and Scott came on, I took your advice. I ordered a PS4. I haven't gotten it yet, but as these titles...
they're hard to get too, right?
They are. Yeah. It's a hot ticket, but as we kind of close this out, you were saying EA's game Madden, they made a prediction for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, they predicted the Broncos, sorry, Seahawks fans, and they're actually pretty accurate, those guys. So they said it's going to be a three-point win in overtime. So it should be an awesome game if it goes according to Sim.
Did they have any predictions on the halftime show with Bruno Mars and the Chili Peppers?
Best hair.
Best hair. Laid it down. Electric Playground and reviews on the run. That's where you can check out this man. Victor, thanks for coming through.
My pleasure. Thank you.
As always, Thor Diakow, he's having fun celebrating the Chinese New Year.